What's around, everyone? Welcome. This is your tarot card reading for the new moon in Leo, right? And what makes it so unique is that the new moon it was at 5 degrees Leo, and the sun is at 5 degrees Leo at the time. And the number 5 actually represents the 5th house, which Leo, okay, Leo the lion rules. Okay, so this was a very shine the light new moon, and we are still in the new moon energy. So some of y'all are like, wait, wasn't the new moon, a few days ago? Yes, but the energy still exists. Now, whether you choose to forget about it, that's your problem. But it still lingers on. And the energy of this August, end of July going into August feeling is about, okay, by this time now, it should have already been done. You should have seen the benefits, or you or not, of whatever the circumstances that might be, whatever the situation is. Now you're starting to see the results. Okay, you see it for exactly for what it is. There is no what do you want to call it, misinterpretations of it, especially with Mercury being in Virgo. It should be very direct and to the point as far as communications are going, just to give you a little hint on some things ahead of time with the planetary alignments. But with this reading, we're going to talk about expressing yourself, right? Express yourself. Hey, oh, do it, right? So we're talking about express yourself, express yourself, express yourself. Okay, I'm done. All right, so expressing yourself, all right? Express yourself by, and we're going to complete that sentence, with whatever card you choose. Now, it can be a card that you're gravitating towards, or it can be a flame that you're gravitating for, or it can be both. And whichever one, don't think too much about it. This is not a thinking situation. This is just gravitation. This is just, it's pulling you in. It's a resonation going on. Okay, it's a personal thing. You can't look it up. Yeah, exactly. So by now, you should already know which flame. You should already know which card. And this is going to be about express yourself by, and this whole, let's talk about the moon phases during this last part of summer. Like I said, by now, stuff should be, you should see the results of what you have planted, whether it's good seeds or whether it's bad seeds. Now, it's like you're going to have to express yourself by whatever these cards are going to lay out in order for you to be sturdy in how you feel, sturdy about however you express your feelings. That you done did the work, your inner work, and that is that. You cannot be swayed. There's a longevity to what you're about to say now, that will carry on. And this expressing yourself is going to release anything that's unnecessary, that you don't need around you, or taking up your time or your space or your energy. And it's going to allow you to sustain yourself. This is a sturgeon moon time, according to certain tribes, depending on where they are, because the seasons are different depending on where they are. So you can just say all natives are this, they say this is the same thing for that. No, because they're in different geological locations. But for certain native tribes, the sturgeon moon, where I'm at, right? We have the Great Lakes up here, the Finger Lakes. You probably heard that in geography class and all that. Adirondack Mountains and it's like 1,000 islands and stuff. So this is this area that I'm up in. And this is where we get 4 seasons. So around this time, the natives would have a abundance of sturgeon fish. And sturgeon fish can live like up to 150 years. They're considered to be like very dinosaur-y looking. Like you can tell they done been here, done that several times. Like they done, if a sturgeon can talk to you about what it's done seen and what it's done gone through, you'd be like, that's a whole degree in sturgeonology. You know what I'm talking about? So sturgeons got some information all about longevity, about how to sustain, and how to swim amongst your feelings and your swim amongst your emotions, and to be able to express, your feelings, where, if anything, by you expressing that and setting shop, that is going to make you sustain yourself in an ever-changing environment, right? And we can say that now when we apply it to people. It's an ever-changing environment. And if you thought you were stable before, everybody, I don't care what color, creed, race, at the bottom of a application or school or something, they always have, we don't discriminate. All them people, that whole paragraph, right? It don't even matter. Everybody since 2020 has been like, whoa, okay? Like, whoa, right? Okay. Anyway, I was just having a party in my head real quick, but let me get back to you. let me come back on down here, okay? So let's talk about it, okay? Let's talk about, learning how to fly. If you are new into this awareness wave, this whole higher conscious wave, this whole I'm tapping into me wave, who gives a F wave, right? All that other kind of stuff. This is like, okay, let's see if you can fly. Let's see if you can fly, baby spirits. Let's see if you can fly. In between spirits, let's see if you can fly. Mature spirits are like, okay, well, but maybe this is the last test for a mature spirit. I don't know. Everybody's on their own journey or whatever to get from one place to the other, right? So let's take a look and see. Okay, express yourself by. So like I said, you already should have picked your card, picked your flame, or if they matched up. However, if you resonate to 2 different ones, let's go with it. I suggest you stay tuned and watch both, because then if you truly resonated with it and you're not just being greedy for information, there is a difference. You will get a more well-rounded story about expressing yourself by, okay, ... All right, so let's get started. We're going to start with flame 1 and the first flame, and then what's around, everyone. This is for the ones who have chose the first flame or the first card. You got the 8 of Swords. Okay, during this new moon reading in Leo, all about express yourself by. So you should express yourself by getting rid of the mentality of damned if you do, damned if you don't. Okay? So this energy, I'm damned if I do. If I say this, I'm damned if I do, I'm damned if I don't. So let me go ahead. This energy can feel very suffocating. Okay? So either way you go, whether you do or you don't, you still dying. You know what I mean? It's like an internal spiritual death that people might not be able to see it on the outside, but inside it's kind of like a cancer eating at you, and eventually the outside will start showing what the inside looks like, right? The real deal. So at this point, you are refusing to express yourself by making decisions, you know what I mean, in order to so in order to express yourself, you have to make the decisions that are uncomfortable, basically. You're going to have to express yourself by opening up to what is true, even if it kills you. That's okay. That's why, there's a Phoenix rising. You know what I mean? You'll be reborn again. But this resistance and this refusal is only going to keep you in that suffocating, that feeling suffocated within yourself. And people around you might not know it, but internally your spirit is being suffocated, and it's going to affect you. It's going to start eating on you and growing on you like a bacteria, and eventually it's going to start showing on the outside. No matter how many sit-ups, push-ups, makeup, wigs, Botox, this, that, this, and the other that you try to do, it's not going to work, okay? It's just going to be a lingering energy. So your message for this first card is to go look at your south node and your north node. And usually the south node is where, in your natal chart of course, the south node is where you are comfortable doing those things and behaving those ways and all those characteristics and personalities. But the north node is something that you are a little bit afraid of. It's like give you sweaty palms, goosebumps, you want to throw up, headaches, you want to make excuses for. So take a look at that in your natal chart and then also apply it to this card, because some of the things that you don't want to express may be in the category of your north node. And this is saying this is something that you have to learn to encompass in your life, especially when you're in times like these, okay? And in the sturgeon energy of the new moon, right, of August, the natives are talking about, things that can, well, of course, abundance of sturgeon fish, but you want to be able to express yourself so you can have longevity, so you can be considered, somebody who lives 160 years healthy, like a sturgeon, what do you want to call it, fish. You want to have a control over your feelings, so that way you don't get out in the world and basically be killed. Somehow the sturgeons have learned to adapt to its habitat, just like how you have to learn to adapt to society, to everything that encompasses your world, right? So express yourself. Okay, even though it's discomforting, express yourself by opening it up to what's true to you, even if it kills you. Have a wonderful day and night.